You just crossed over into the female zone.
So the great dating debate in 2026 is now women are expecting men to send an Uber for the first date, where old school times, the man would come and pick you up at your house and take you to dinner. Well, women are saying, I don't feel comfortable getting in your car on the first date, so can you please send me an Uber, pick me up at the house, and have it take me to the location? Well, I think there's two issues at hand here. One is safety. So I think it's completely reasonable that women don't want to get in a man's car on the first date. They barely know them. But the second is who's responsible for paying for transportation? I mean, especially on a first date. The man's already required to plan and pay for the date. So now he's expected to also pay for transportation? I'm just not sure. I mean, of course, the chivalrous thing to do was to pick you up. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on this?
You're in debt. You're broke. You're not going out to eat. You're in debt. You're broke.
What are my thoughts on this? Sister, let this gorilla help you out. I mean, how in the hell is this even a debate? First of all, I gotta ask the obvious question here. Can all the ladies answer this question for me? In the last, I don't know, couple of weeks, months, whatever the hell you want to call it, even years, has the built-in taco between your legs gone up in value? I mean, does it have like gold lining right now? Or like when you decide to actually give it up to a man, all of a sudden fireworks go up in the night sky, or some songs come on in the background, or maybe he gets awarded like $1,000 on the side. If the answer to any of these questions is no, more likely the value of your roast beef is the same as every other roast beef out there with the going market value. So that being said, how in the hell do you think that you have the privilege, demands, or whatever you want to label it, to tell a guy, well, you got to pay for my transportation on top of everything else? How about this? How about there's no debate? How about if you want to go on a date with a man and the man's already planning out the date and all that, all he has to tell you is, this is the location, be there. And if you say, well, I don't have any transportation, well then your next step is to say, either you're going to take an Uber or you're going to ask the guy to please pick you up. Demanding the man to pay you an Uber? Well, apart from that, do you want the guy to pay you for like a private jet and all that? Seriously, you women are going in the opposite direction. Listen, not for nothing, but more and more men are walking away from this, right? So you shouldn't be taking this to the extremes. You should be taking it the opposite direction, but you're not. Before you know it, these women are going to be asking for money to get their nails done. Oh, wait! Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
Women will have sex with men when they don't actually want to have sex, but they won't say no either. It's called fawning, and there's a reason why women do this so much more frequently than men do. First of all, rejection can escalate the situation further, either to an assault or even cost her her life. Women also have a hard time saying no because of how we were socialized. Little girls are socialized into being submissive and kind. We are socialized to be nurturing people pleasers. Men also don't respect a woman when she tells them no. They will beg, coerce, and force her into doing what they want. And then of course you're going to have women who have trauma from their no not being taken seriously. All of these factors create an environment where women would rather just have sex with a man that they don't actually want to have sex with than potentially face the alternative of that man getting violent with her. This is the same reason why whenever a man approaches a woman who is in a relationship, she will use that as the justification for why she cannot give out her number, rather than just her not being interested. This is also why enthusiastic consent is so important, because there are so many women who will just fawn.
Ho, ho, ho! Fiction can be fun!
Oh, so is fawning like the new phrase to try to, once again, take all accountability away from women? I'm sorry, sweetheart. You see, I don't care how many times you can say, oh, these are all the reasons a woman just gives it up to a man and doesn't say no. Sister, I gotta ask, are you like 10 years old or something like that? No. You can say fawning all you want. The law does not recognize this fawning crap or anything like that. What it recognizes is that you and every other woman out there over the age of 18 who has emancipated is a responsible adult. If you're capable of getting a job, if you're capable of going to college, if you're capable of voting, if you're capable of defending your own rights, guess what? You are capable of being accountable for saying yes or no. Fawning is not going to excuse you choosing a bad boy or you choosing a guy who's irresponsible or any of the negative consequences for your actions, your choices. Sweetheart, I gotta say, you women that just always go to the extremes. You try the most pathetic kind of things in order to say women innocent and good, men always evil and bad. No, guess what? In the West, especially in the US, no one can force you to do anything against your own will. That is illegal. So when you said, well, men force women, yeah, how do they force you? Seriously, there's a word for that. So when you don't use that word and you say, well, they just forced you, you're basically saying, well, I wanted to say no. Every bit of me is saying no, except for like my mouth, which is the legal aspect of it. And the yes came out. And not just that, the rest of my body just followed my mouth and I just went through the whole thing. I think fawning is just a fancy word for the word regret. You regretted your choices, but you weren't forced into them. Moving on.
Okay, brother. So if men are generally like scared of being accused of being creepy, what am I supposed to do? Like wear a sign after I smile at you? Like you look at me, I look back at you, I smile, right? That's not an invitation enough, apparently. Like what else will get me approached? I might regret asking this question, but what else? Like, do I need to wear a sign that says, if I smile at you after you look at me, approach me? Like, what else? I'm just like genuinely confused, bro. I understand the right person will come along in the right time. You know what I mean? But like, if I'm not putting myself out there, because I don't go anywhere, right? And I also don't want to put myself on a dating app. Like, no, thank you. Like, what else am I supposed to do when I am in the outside world besides smiling at a person? I understand some people are being polite and you know what I mean, and they're just smiling at me. But I think I'm grown enough to understand the difference between a polite smile and a hey, what's up smile. You know what I mean? Like, I'm confused.
Does not compute. Does not compute. Does not compute.
Oh, well, this single mom is actually trying to figure out why men don't approach her, because in that comment, it says that's not why we don't want to be accused of being creepy. Now, obviously, this is part of another conversation that was ongoing, but we've gotten to the point as to she's trying to figure out what she has to do. Isn't her smile enough? Can't you recognize the difference between smiles? Sweetie, let this gorilla enlighten you a little bit, because obviously in all your years and your past experiences, you decided to, not learn a damn thing and keep the ignorance switch on. It's time for you to switch that off, honey. Let me tell you something. For every video of a desperate woman like you, aka a single mom, asking, why aren't men approaching me? You need to approach me when I smile at you. There are 2 to 3 videos of other women out there saying, just because I smile at you doesn't mean I like you. Why are you approaching me? You're being creepy. Do you get this? There are more numbers out there negating my smile is an invitation. How about this other crazy, wacky idea? Why don't you actually approach the guy? I mean, if you like the guy and he's trying to be respectful and he's like, nope, I'm treating you like an equal. Just like all you women want to be treated like an equal. Well, guess what? Get your equal ass up, walk over there and equally talk to him like an equal human being. Say, hey, how you doing? What is the problem with that? Why is this so complicated? Why are you saying, what do I have to do? The answer is right in front of you. But the thing is, you don't want to do that. You want your cake and you eat it too. You want to have the ability to label a guy you don't like as a creep, while at the same time, you want the guys that you do like to do the approaching. Sorry, sweetie. It's 2026. The game has changed. Moving on.
Hey, I'm Kayla, and I'm a single mom of 3. Honestly, I don't have anything else in life that I care about more than being a single mom, honestly. And for years, all I wanted was to be able to do this on my own. Like, that was it. And for the past year, I've had this beautiful brand new mobile home. I've been paying $1,400 a month in rent, $200 a month for electric. I've since then lost all my assistance through the state. I no longer get food stamps. It's just insurance. Soon I'm sure we'll lose that. But it's like, I love this, but in the same sense, it's so freaking tiring. Like, yesterday was my off day, and instead of being able to go to the YMCA or do something with the girls like we all would want, I have to do the laundry, I have to mow the grass, I have to clean up the rooms, get all their school supplies and stuff organized and situated. Like, it's just a never-ending battle. Like, being a single mom is so freaking underrated. Like, this is one of the hardest jobs in the world. Not only, like, most days, I literally do trash, dishes, and laundry and litter box and then go to work. Like, that's just my normal morning. And that's not fair. Like, that's not... But what else are we supposed to do? Like, just let it all pile up? Just keep going and doing little activities while all of our everything piles up? Like, obviously my kids help, but they're 4 and 6. Well, 4 and 7 and 14. Like, the 14-year-old helps when she's home. Like, it's just a never-ending battle. And I just would give anything in this world to figure this out. Like, I feel like I'm constantly failing. But I'm not. Like, my kids are fed. My kids have a great home. My kids are smart. They go to school. Like, I'm not failing, but I don't feel like I'm winning either. Like, it's definitely a struggle. Definitely something I didn't think about when all I wanted was to be able to do this on my own. Like, I love being able to make all the rules myself. Like, this is my damn house, and things do and say as I want, and that's what I want. But also, I have to do everything. Literally everything. I know you guys are going to be like, well, Kayla, get a man. I don't think that I can get a man. Like, my issue here is I can't be happy with somebody if they're not able to put down just as much as I'm putting down. If they're not able to, I don't know, if they're not financially stable and ready to 100% give me their all, like, don't waste your time. And not many can handle that. So, I don't know. I just needed to rant. Thank you.
Oh, that poor single mom. Hold up, where's my box of tissues? This girl is gonna cry. So let me get this straight. You actually made a video and you put it on the TikTokers to complain about the end result of your own choices, because being a single mom, no one chose that for you. You chose it yourself. I mean, unless you are a widow, which will put you in the less than 1% category of single moms. So unless you're part of that, you're part of the other 99+%, which is you ended up like that by your own choices. And if you're going to say, well, what if the guy divorced her? Number one, she would have said in the beginning of the video. And number two, she chose the guy that divorced her, didn't she? Just like men have to be responsible for the alimony and child support for the women that they chose, women have got to take responsibility for the men they chose. So sister, I'm sorry, not too many people there are shedding a tear. And when you say, oh, being a single mom is the hardest job in the world. It is just so hard. You just described adulting, cleaning up, doing the laundry and going to work. What part of that is this extreme job? I mean, are you like juggling dynamite? Are you going out there and fighting crime? Are you patrolling some deadly borders where there are some narcos coming over? Are you fighting forest fires? Are you evacuating people from natural disasters? I mean, how is it that single moms actually have the nerve to compare adulting with some extra kids to some actually very dangerous jobs in the world? Some really, really hard jobs. And she said that she wants a guy who is financially stable to be with her. In other words, she knows her worth because somebody out there has got to come over here and pay for these kids. And in exchange, they get some top quality used roast beef.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.